I see teamwork as a group of individuals collaborating to achieve a common goal. How does a team function? I think it's important for a team to assign roles to group members as well as set clear expectations. I think assigning deadlines gives clear responsibilities, and scheduling group meetings is also important for team members to collaborate on work. Time away from the group also allows for team members to work at their own pace. I think if teams do all of these things, they will be successful. What does it take for a team to gel? I think bonding is essential for group members of every team. However, the level of bonding required varies. I think common desires allow for team members to bond on the minimal level by learning to work together. Some projects require greater levels of bonding, however, such as groups that have to spend large amounts of time together. This include an example of this could be people, could be crews working on space shuttles or overseas ships. In these instances, I think that compatibility of personalities is very important, and this can be achieved through spending time together with doing non-work related activities. This can range from small talk to deep personal conversations. I think compromise is also essential. I believe that conflict that ends in compromise is a form of bonding that helps the team grow. Why are teams needed by organizations? I believe that teams are needed by organizations because some projects require groups of people working together. Individual work can allows the person to work at their own pace, and so it does go smoothly. However, it does allow for more errors to occur without the input of others. And individual work can be more efficient because everyone can work on different projects. On the other hand, groups that work as a team, although it does take people away from individual projects, it does tend to create a better product. Collaboration of ideas in these teams allows for improvements that would otherwise not happen in individual projects, and I think this makes teams essential to organizations. Who are the players of any team? I believe the players of teams include both leaders and followers. Leaders are essential because they assign roles, organize the group, and set deadlines for people. But the team would not function without followers because they are needed to carry out these assigned roles and follow deadlines. Have I ever been part of a team? I have been several times in the past when I participated in plays or musicals. I would work together with cast and crew members. In the first stage, which would be the forming stage, it was a relatively low stakes environment that was relaxed because no one was in costume, the sets weren't constructed, and people got to read their scripts on stage. The following stage would be the storming stage. During this stage, directors expected people to have all their lines memorized. And most people did work well during this stage. However, there were always some who didn't have their lines memorized, and this would create conflict because it would cause tension. The norming stage that followed went well because during the stage, everyone had memorized their lines, and group stability grew as everything went smoothly. During the last week before the opening night, it always returned to a storming stage in which the director would become much more strict because he needed to finalize the show. Conflicts and tensions would be at an all time high during this, but the performance stage that follows always went well because of it. And the adjoining stage varied depending on who I worked with. Difficulties such as clashing of personalities was inevitable, but I always enjoyed the people I worked with, and it made the dissolving of the group emotional to me. Thank you.